Hey everybody, it's JJ, and today what I got for you is gonna just show you kind of how to mix up some fire starters. But before we get started on that, I wanted to give a shout out to a cool new channel that I saw just recently. A guy named Rhino. He's just getting started with his channel on YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to give him a shout out. Let you guys know to go over and check out his stuff. He talks about a lot of cool survival stuff. And his channel is My Survival Skills 101, and I'll put a link, down here in the bottom, kind of show you how you can get to his channel as well, and a link in the description as well. But he's got a lot of good stuff going on over there. He's got a lot of energy and a lot of personality and all that kind of stuff. I think you guys will probably like his channel. So anyhow, go over there and check it out if you would. So anyway, took the family out hiking today. And as I was going through my kit that I carry with me when I go out hiking, I kind of noticed that I needed to get a few fire starters in there. So I figured I'd go ahead and make some of these up. So with that, let's get going. Okay, so what I'm going to be using today is some beeswax, and this is just something I picked up at Michael's, and then some cotton squares, basically like makeup removers or whatever. I don't really know what they're for, but something like that. And then I've got some cotton balls too. And then I've got a pan with some water in it, and I'm going to put the wax down in here, and I'll heat the pan up. And you basically do this to keep the wax from catching fire, from getting heated up too quick and doing like a spontaneous combustion or whatever. So this will melt it nice and slow, and it should be good to go. Alright, so I've got my beeswax opened up. I laid down some wax paper, and that'll be good to lay the cotton pads on after I pull them out of the pan over here. And I've got a pair of tongs to dip the... Okay, so I've got that wax broken off here. Now I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm just going to turn this on to kind of a medium heat. And it's going to take a while, but I'll let that start to warm up and melt. Alright, one of the things you want to do when you're doing this is you want to make sure that your wax doesn't actually come to a boil. So you want to keep your heat, you kind of adjust your heat, keep it down a little bit if you need to, but you don't want this stuff to boil because that's the point where it can start to flash up or whatever. So we just want that to kind of melt off nice and gradual like it is. It's good stuff right there. Alright, got the water to a boil. Wax is almost all the way melted down. Everything's going really well. Okay, this stuff's pretty much melted down. There's a little bit left, but now what we're going to do is I'm just going to take these cotton or square cotton like makeup pads, makeup remover pads. I'm going to hold it in the tongs. I'm just going to dip it all the way until it's all saturated, both sides, with that hot wax. And then I'm going to let it drain out. Set it over here on the wax paper. Then I'm going to take about a quarter of a cotton ball. I'm going to put it in the middle of it. And I'm going to take the edge and fold it over in half. And basically, what I'm doing is I'm creating a little pouch, and I'll kind of push these ends together so that'll hold that cotton ball in the center there. And then when I go to light it, all I got to do is just break this open and light that cotton ball. It'll catch with a spark real easy, and it should burn for a good, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 minutes. So, alright, another thing you can do for another different kind of fire starter is basically just take a whole cotton ball and dip it about 3/4 of the way. So about 3/4 of it is soaked with wax. Leave the top, quarter or third in cotton, and then just set it down. And these will burn a nice long time too. Alright, so that's what these things look like after they're drying out. Just kind of little packets. And then these are just little balls. Those are still kind of wet. Alright, so here's what one looks like when it's all cleaned up. And you can see it's just got the little cotton inside of there, and you'll be able to open that up and catch a spark real easy. Nice, neat, compact little package. And then here's the better look at the cotton balls. You can see this part up here is still fluffy, and then this part down here is saturated with the beeswax. So all I'm going to do to get this one opened up is just put my blade down in between the two layers, kind of cut it apart, just twist it open. Looks like some of that cotton got saturated on this one. Alright, so the cool thing about these is you leave it in kind of like an L shape when you light it up. Alright, let's do this one first. There he goes. Finally. Okay, so we'll just let them sit here and burn. See how long they go. Looks like I actually got them going at 724, so read that or not. As you can start to see, the one on the left with the cotton rectangle, actually you get a pretty good sized flame going with it, so it's probably going to burn that wax up a little bit faster. The cotton ball probably lasts longer, but it's not quite as intense and as big of a flame. Pretty sweet fire starter, and it's cheap. You know, I mean, the only thing it costs is, you know, whatever the wax cost, and then the cotton balls. And you could use old candles, you could use any kind of wax. I just used some beeswax that I had bought for another project. And like you can see, it's pretty windproof and stays going really well. It would be plenty sufficient to dry out some, you know, damp or wet kindling. Okay, it's 7:28, so we've been burning for 4 minutes. And cotton ball is now doing a little better than the cotton pad. Alright, I took that cotton pad and I just folded it up into an L again and gave it a little more life, a little extra length. Cotton ball doesn't seem to need any attention at all. It's doing very well. Alright, so 7:30, so that's what, 6 minutes on the cotton pad. It's still going, but it's about out. And the cotton ball is still going like crazy. I mean, it's still got like a 4-inch, compared to my cell phone here, it's still got like a 4-inch flame going on it. Yeah, pretty much call it out. About 6.5 minutes for that one. Cotton ball seems to be going strong. Okay, it's about 7:32, so we got about, what, 8 minutes or so in there, and it's down to about a 2-inch flame now. Still burning decent though. Alright, 7:34, so we've made it 10 minutes, but it's just barely got any life left in it, and it went out. So 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes, not too bad.